Welcome guys to another Areous video. The first Areous video on this channel, and today in this video I will show you 5 tips and tricks that you should remember when making a thumbnail for your excellent video on YouTube. As well, I will be making a thumbnail to help guide you through it too. Just before we start, comment down below what tutorials you'd like to see from me in the near future, so I can work on making them. Please show support by liking the video and subscribing. Also, please turn on the notification bell just next to where you've just subscribed, as it'll help when you know when the next video is. The first tip you should be heavily aware of is the use of light. On every thumbnail I make for myself with my gaming channel, Come196, go and subscribe after the video, and for other clients, I always use artificial light. This is done by getting a paintbrush with white and the size, whatever you want. You can see it's quite big on my screen. You can change the size by pressing Control, right click and hold on your mouse button and drag left or right for smaller or bigger brush size. You can also use square brackets on your keyboard if that is easier for you. You can always use the panel at the top if you don't feel comfortable with the keyboard shortcuts. Put the hardness to 0. You can either do that by the panel at the top or Control, right click and hold and dragging up, so the hardness will go to 0. And then paint the top just like I've done in the video, so you can see this white thing and it's sort of glowing out. And then I will apply a blending option, usually overlay, but I'll always see which one's best, and sometimes I'll lower the opacity too. This makes it look like an artificial light, and it always makes sure your videos look great. So the second tip links very nicely with the first tip, and I use this with everyone's thumbnail as well, and it is to use shadows around the bottom and side. You can change the brush colour to black, paint the sides and bottom of your thumbnail, just as shown in the video, with the hardness at 0 and the size being whatever you want it to be. Again, the opacity will often be lowered and a blending mode will always be applied. As you can see from the sample thumbnail in the video I am making, it already looks 10 times better and more clickable. The third tip in this video is to include outlines or strokes. Now this makes it look less realistic, but will make your thumbnail more eye-catching in order for the user to stop scrolling and click on your video. Also, a lot of designers won't tell you this, but this is the best way to hide how bad your outline on the backgrounds that you've just removed actually is, and this is a key part of my work. Also, the spots will come up in case you've just missed that 1 pixel that you just need to go over with the eraser and remove. So this is a really useful tool, and I don't feel like people take enough advantage of it. To access it, go to the layer you want your outline to be on, double click on it, go down to stroke, and then you can change your colour and your size. Now the fourth tip is to use gradients, but only from one colour to the same colour in a different shade. I cannot explain just how bad 2 coloured gradients look. Just change the shade, makes it look way more professional, and kind of looks like if the lighter bits at the top, darker bits at the bottom, looks like your light is kind of bouncing off it. As you can see on the text I'm just editing now, I hope you can notice how I'm still using a gradient, but it's just between 2 shades of the same colour. The fifth and final tip is to subscribe to this channel, as it will bring high quality tutorials allowing you to exceed your graphic design potential. Content will be weekly and even potentially more if you show enough support. So that was just a bit of a joke tip, but please do make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, comment down below what other tutorials you want me to cover. So now onto the real number 5. So the real tip number 5 is to remember the size of how small a thumbnail is presented on YouTube. Now it's presented really small, and this means you don't have to look at the tiny details and put like a little line of 1 pixel, because realistically no one's going to see it. Just keep everything nice and big, nice and bold, so people can read it. Also keep text to a minimum, because no one's going to read an essay on a thumbnail, but a few words catches the eye and your eye-catching thumbnail will arrive. Well, your YouTube journey begins with ease, as you can now get an eye-catching clickable thumbnail to get the view and increase your click-through rate. In the next video, I will be showing you how to use content aware in Photoshop. So I use this for the little numbers on Call of Duty down the side and the compass, so you get a nice clean thumbnail. Please make sure to show your support by leaving a like, subscribing, turning on the notification bell, and leaving a comment on what you'd like to see next from me as a tutorial. So until next time, peace.